they been bottling this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in... With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Number 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The fullback.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. This is Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal from the 6. Now Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz escaping the press, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
To
Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7. Seahawks nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. of the gun. It's Burrow. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Seahawks nothing. Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. So after the INT, here's Wentz. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First down.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. They'll run with Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there from McCaffrey. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The carry.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Elliott
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
On the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Seahawks nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Burrow. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout taken.
At the 9-yard line.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
45, Mike, 45. 5-9.
On play action, it's Wentz. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And this one's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Brought down by Deion Jones.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Wentz now on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Complete.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second and goal.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On second down, Elliott. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ezekiel Elliott. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lefty, lefty. Shoot. Out.
On first down, Wentz. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Burrow on third down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
They'll take over.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Elliott a 1st down and more. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
The ball carrier.
Ezekiel Elliott, 95 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll air this one out for Mims. Room here to run. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
The 20, Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Take over first
Now
down.
they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down, rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd and short.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A big pickup of 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 3-yard pickup.
And here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.